All praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone for teaching me the truth out here. You know, nobody's teaching nobody, so all respect and honor to them. Pushing everybody that's pushing the truth on the highways and byways and all the hopeful elect out here. We got to see what's going on. Look at this. You know, this happened last night in the city while there was tornadoes out in the eastern plains, and you could just see all the houses and everything. I think I'm serious. It had to be at least hailing for at least, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours last night, and then it started raining. So the rain kind of just helped some of this hail to disappear, and the sun's helping it out a little bit right now too. But for the most part, man, it was a disaster last night. You know, I thought some of our windows were gonna break, so we had about half-inch hail, pretty big balls of hail last night. So let's get into some videos, other videos as well that I got pulled up. Disasters after, you know. Well, you can see everything that's going on. Farmers must be mad waking up this morning. It's what, May 28th? May 28th. We got a lot of hail last night. I mean, a lot. It hailed for hours, man. And hours. Famine is coming to this land.
I'm on a severe storm just to the west side of Lamar right now. This storm has been struggling a little bit with rain-cooled air from supercells that were just to its northeast, but it is developing a wall cloud, as you can see right over my shoulder there. It is beginning to get a little bit better organized, and if this storm can move off of that line, off of that front, and into the unstable air that's just to its southeast, it certainly will have tornado potential. Right now, we've got easterly surface winds here just to the north of Lamar, and as this storm interacts with those easterly winds at the surface, there could be just enough wind shear to start producing tornadoes. That wall cloud right now is rotating very broadly, if at all, but I do expect that if this can latch on to that warm air just to the southeast, and it could develop a tornado threat, and supercells are also developing off to the south in that clear air down the dry line into northeastern New Mexico, and I do expect those to also become severe very soon with a tornado potential as that low-level jet ramps up in the Texas Panhandle as we get closer to sunset. like it's still kind of organizing. Maybe further. Let's get northeast of that the wall cloud. It is connected, but it's pretty ragged still. But yeah, it's connected. Connecting. Definitely a nice wall cloud. It's getting better, look. Yeah, punching in on the backside. There's the clear slab punching in. Tower on the backside. Wall cloud, big wall cloud on it. How far is it to that east option, Aaron? That might get us an intercept.
3 miles.
Yeah, it's wrapping north of us. It's not gonna be clear for a while. Get ready, Sean. You got it now, right after this car, you got it, go! Never mind. All right, Sean, get ready, you got 2 cars. Big surge, look at that, wow. Big surge. Big surge.
Let's get into some scripture with Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire. So we shall be visited by the Lord with all of this, and people think it's just natural disasters that, nothing controls it, that it just magically happens. But it's not. These things are controlled by the Most High. Let's go into Genesis chapter 41, go through verses 29 through 31. Behold, there comes 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land, and the plenty shall not be known in the land by the reason that the famine following, for it shall be very, very grievous. So everybody's gonna forget how much they had to eat, Everybody's gonna be wanting to eat food. We are already having a crop crisis right now, with only 30% of the crops being planted, yet everything that's going on is, who knows what's going to be able to come out of that. Let's go into Genesis. We're going to stay in the same book, but Genesis chapter 41 down to verse 36. And the food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. So, Pharaoh here, he knew that there were 7 years of famine coming, so they stored a lot of food, which, that should be natural. We should be storing up food for, but obviously we can't. I mean, a lot of us are oppressed in this land, so we only live day by day, check by check, which Esau doesn't know how to do that. So for them, it's gonna be a little harder. Sorry, that just got deleted by accident. Let's go into Genesis chapter 41. We're going to go into verses 53 through 57. And the 7 years of plentiness that was in the land of Egypt were ended. And the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph had said. And the dearth was in all the lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph, what he said to you do. And the famine was over all the face of the earth, and Joseph opened all the storehouses, and sold unto the Egyptians. And the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. And all the countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because the famine was so sore in all the lands. So famine is going to be everywhere. It's not just going to be here in the United States. It's going to affect a lot of people. So we need to keep that understood, We got to endure to the end. And with this, I'm just going to close out all these verses, and just give honor to all the apostles, the elders in GMS who have been teaching me the truth, and all the hopeful elect who are constantly out there pushing the truth on the highways and byways. And we have to endure to the end regardless what happens.